Good morning, all. It's day 5 of the diary, and today is like the first day back to almost normality. It's the 5th of Jan, and everybody's back to work, and the kids are back to school, and it's almost, back to the grind. I've had that many emails over the last few days, sort of preparing me, business emails, customers that I've got things to do for, or new inquiries and stuff. So I've sort of just let it build up, and I've spent a lot of time, with the family and doing things that I wanted to do, and putting a lot of time into this diary. Today is almost like the first day back to normality, and I'm finding it a little bit difficult this morning to get motivated. I was supposed to go out this morning really early. We was going to go for breakfast. My wife and my daughter have gone. My daughter's not back to school till tomorrow. They've got a teacher training day. So they've gone out for breakfast. I didn't want to go. I wanted to get some sleep, man, because I've not been getting enough sleep. I've been having late nights due to it being like the holidays and not having to get up early. So I did get up reasonably early, but it was after they'd gone. And I'm now home alone, and I know that I've got quite a bit of work to do. So I'm going to make a start on that. But the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to walk to the shop on my own. Now, you might have seen, if you've been following the diaries and that I've been walking to the shop with my wife, or my wife and daughter, the last couple of times that I've done it. And I thought back this morning when I got up that I've never actually walked to the shop here on my own. It doesn't really fill me with anxiety as such, but I don't know, it's because usually when I'm with somebody else, I still have those what if thoughts, what if I collapse now, or, that's usually the one that comes into my head, what if I pass out right here. But I don't know, when I'm with somebody, I'm able to, maybe it's that security knowing that if something did happen, then I'd have somebody there with me. So I'll be interested to see how I feel when I have those thoughts, because I pretty much guarantee that I will. But it's weird. Why do I have those what if thoughts? They're so irrational. It's weird. Will I be able to contain them? I don't know. I won't film too much because obviously I've walked to the shop a couple of times on the videos now, but if anything significant happens, then I will. So it's very different. It's very windy, but it's very different walking on your own. Nobody to talk to take your mind off stuff. But I don't feel too bad. It's very sunny. It's a beautiful day. It's not so cold. But one thing I did get for Christmas was a new watch, and it's a smartwatch, and just looking to see if there's anybody about. It's a smartwatch which has got a pedometer on it and a heart rate sensor, which is pretty useful. So, as I'm getting further away from the house, the what if thinking has started. So I'm on my own. I'm about halfway there, and it started. The what ifs. I was sort of umming and ahhing about which way to go to the shop. Did I want to go the normal way, exposed to all the houses, or did I want to go the cut through? I'm questioning everything at the moment, which I don't do when I'm with somebody. It's weird. I feel my breathing's a bit heavier. It's all in the mind. Okay, so I'm now heading to like the open road bit where it feels a bit more exposed. Main road, got nowhere to hide, sort of thing. It's a bit dark. I'm nearly there. My camera says that it's taken me 7 minutes to get here, so it's probably a good 20-minute round trip. Apologies for the lighting, it's because the sun's behind me. I'm nearly there. Done. That's bad. You can see it's a bit windy though. So I'm now heading home. It's amazing. I like the physical transformation, how I feel. It's got to be down to exercise. I used to make videos like this about 8 years ago, and it was a much quieter village. Now it's a bit busier. It's like I am conscious of whether people are watching, questioning me, but who cares? If it helps me, that's all that matters. Pitch fucking black. There you go. Don't want people to think I'm filming their houses, because I'm not. I'm walking home, and I'll be there in like 2 minutes. Success. And that's it. Done. Home. It's taken me about 20 minutes. And it wasn't difficult. It was just those first few what if thoughts. But I managed to, I don't know, just get rid of them. So I made it. And it wasn't that difficult a journey. It wasn't that cold out there. I did say on the way there, I don't know if you could hear me because I haven't watched it back yet, I've just got in, that I was what-ifing, the what-if thinking, you know, which way shall I go, stuff like that. I was asking questions that I don't normally ask when I'm with somebody, obviously in my own head, but I just went the normal way, and I don't know, it just eased. It was almost like when I was halfway there, that was where it was at its peak, but it wasn't really that bad. There was just a few what-if thoughts. It was just like, you know, I'm vulnerable. I suppose that's the thing. It wasn't a what-if thought. It was a statement that I feel more vulnerable now because I'm halfway. You know, I'm neither here nor there. But I continued and did it. And when I was standing in the shop waiting to pay, there was no wobbly legs or nothing, and I don't know if it's down to the fact that I'm using my legs more, you know, I'm getting more exercise. I can only put it down to that, the fact that I am using my legs daily. And I was trying to mention, I don't know if you could hear, on the video, that I've got a new watch. I got a watch for Christmas. It's this thing, and it's a Samsung Galaxy smartwatch, so it's got like a pedometer on it, and you can measure the amount of exercise that you get, stuff like that. So I'm trying to keep the steps up every day. I'm walking at least a mile every day, which I know is not a lot, but for me, you know, who usually only walks really from my bed to downstairs and then to the office, which is in my house anyway, so that's pretty much the scope of my walking. My daily walking is in the house or to the car. So this is a real big change for me, a real big positive change, I think, and I feel so much different. And I like looking at myself on the camera and that. I actually look a bit different as well. I think I look a little bit more healthy, which is really weird to have noticed. I don't know whether it's just in my head or what, but I actually feel, when I look back and I watch day 1 of the video diary, I looked pasty, I looked tired, I don't know. But at the moment, when I'm looking at myself, I don't know whether it's because my face is red or whatever, because I've been out walking and it's chilly. I don't know, but I just feel so much better. I feel like I'm standing up more straight, you know, the posture's improving, and my legs definitely improving, because that's probably one of the biggest things that keeps me stuck in, is the fear of my legs just giving way, because they always feel so wobbly. So this walking is definitely helping. I'm just going to continue doing it. Good evening. It's day 4 of the diary still, and this is kind of the moment that I've been waiting for since I've been doing the diary. I'm just not feeling great, man, and there's no explanation for it. It's been a reasonably quiet day. I've spent a lot of the day on my own. Well, not really a lot of it. I suppose from about 1 o'clock, I had company. My wife was home and my daughter. But I don't know. Something's not right. My body feels as though, I don't know. It's almost like a numb feeling. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody. I don't know. I get that quite often, where it just feels like I can't feel things. Like my arms just feel like they're not attached to my body. My legs don't feel like they're attached to me. There's no feeling in them. Although there's no real reason for there to be any like weird feelings or whatever, I don't know. But my head just don't feel right either. We went to pick my daughter up about half an hour ago from dancing, and going in the car, it was dark, and I hadn't been outside since it had been dark, and I don't know, we were going round a roundabout, and my head just, I don't know, there was trails on the lights of the cars in front and stuff. I don't know whether it's because I hadn't adjusted to the dark or what it was, but it just made me feel really weird. And now since that moment, I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of physical sensations at the moment. I don't know. But then on the other hand, there's no physical sensations because I can't feel my arms and my legs. Or it's not that I can't feel them, it's anxiety and mental health symptoms are a pain in the arse, physical symptoms, because it's almost impossible to describe exactly how they feel. So it makes me sound like a bit of a buffoon when I say I can't feel my arms and my legs, but that's the only way that I can describe it, is as if there's like a numbness. Strange, real strange. And yeah, it's freaking me out a bit. It's freaking me out, and that's the first time that it's happened. But I also, maybe something that is linked to that is just the way that I felt this afternoon. Just, I don't know, demoralised. I don't know if that's the right word to use. The holidays are over, and everything really starts back tomorrow properly. My little one goes back to school. You know, wife's out all day, and I'm at home, and I've got a shit ton of work to do. And I don't want to do it. I ain't ready to start back to work. I've been enjoying the time that I've had, you know, being able to do the anxiety videos for the diary and spending more time on Twitter and you know, putting the resources that Alex made on the website, you know, just having that time to spend on my own mental health and on Anxiety United. That's been a real pleasure for the last few weeks, and I think that's probably why my mood has really decreased today, is because I know that this is pretty much the last day that I've got to spend any kind of real quality time on it, and it's getting me down a bit. It's understandable. I've got to get back into the grind, because that's what it is. It's, you know, the daily trips here, there and everywhere, taking my daughter back to dancing and taking her to school in the morning and picking her up and stuff like that has to be done. It's that routine. So I suppose in a way routine is good, but at the same time, if you're not happy with the routine that you've got, then it's not that great, you know. I don't know. We'll see if this feeling passes. If not, this will probably be the end of today's video. Sorry to end it on a bit of a negative, but I knew that it was going to come. And it's day 5 of the diary, and that's pretty good, man. To think that this is the first time that I've really felt this physical sort of drop, and also the mental sort of, you know, it's not what I'm thinking, it's just back to reality. It's that back to reality feeling, and the low mood that accompanies, you know, the grind of daily life, I guess. Speaking of it. Hello guys, it's now 9:15, day 5, and I didn't want to end the video on that negative crap that I was on earlier. So I've give it, like, I can't remember what time I recorded that. It must have been about 6:30, so it's almost been 2.5, 3 hours since that episode that I had. And I've been out again, had to take my daughter to Panto this time. And me and my wife just sit in the car for an hour, because it's quite a drive to get there. So we sit in the car and we wait while she's in there. And having that time out and just relaxing for a bit, although it's sitting in the car, it's kind of helped, so I do feel a little bit better. Legs and arms don't feel so weird. I don't know, it was just a weird hour or so, weird hour and a half, but something that's really helped is the positive tweets off people. Keep them coming. Day 5 done.